Okay, this is a work of fiction. You don't say. Quick. 11, dragon slay. I don't know what that means though. Is there a dragon anyway? Uh, Art, Uria. The girl who has just finished her rite of passage would be known by that name from that day on. Who? It was a time of chaos and war. It began with the demise of an empire believed to be indestructible was only awaiting its destruction at the hand of invading barbarians. To prepare for the war against these barbarians, the empire deprived this island country of any military forces. That was the beginning. Once a country lost its empire's protection, it could not escape, becoming independent, and it broke into smaller countries in no time. The barbarian invasions, self-destructive strifes between clans, a long period of war that would later be called the Dark Ages. She was born into this period as the heir to the throne. It was a long period of chaos. The king believed the Mage's prophecy and yearned for the birth of his appropriate successor, but the child that was born was not the one the king desired. The child was not a boy. Even if the child was fated to become king, he could not make a child that was not a boy his successor. The girl was thrusted to the king's vessel and was raised as a child of a mere knight. The king fell into despair, but the magus was delighted. The sex of the one who would become king had never mattered. He was confident that the fact of the girl being separated from the castle until the day of the prophecy was proof that she would become king. The girl grew up as a successor under the simple and wise old knight. The knight did not really believe the magus' prophecy. He just felt the same air from the girl he did as he did from the king. So he just felt that he must raise her as a knight, and he wished her to grow. But the knight did not even have to wish for such a thing, as the girl trained day after day to become stronger than anyone. If only a king can save a ruined country headed for death, the girl swore to bear a sword for that reason alone, without ever being told so. Okay? So, the day of the prophecy arrived. Knights and lords from around the country gathered to be selected as the king. Every one of them expected the selection to be thorough, jousting if the most superior one was to become king. But the only thing prepared at the base of the selection was a naked sword stuck in a stone. On the hilt of the sword was a golden inscription: "Whoever pulled out this sword or the stone is rightwise king born of England." Many knights grabbed the sword, following the command, but no one was able to pull out the sword, and the knights began the expected method of selecting by jousting. Huh. As the girl who was only an apprentice, she was not qualified to joust. The girl near the deserted stone of the selection and reached out for the sword without hesitation. No, you shouldn't. You should think things through before you take that. When she turned around before her it was the most feared magus in the country. The magus said that she would no longer be human once she took hold of the sword. The girl responded with a nod. Becoming a king means no longer being a human. She was prepared for that ever since she was born. In short, a king is someone who kills everyone to protect everyone. Where is this? Is that where they do the jousting? The young girl thought about it every night and shuddered until morning came. No days passed that she did not fear that fact. What? I thought they were going to pull it right away. But the girl said that it would end this day. The sword was pulled out as if it was only natural to do so, and the place was filled with light. In that instant she became something not human. The king's gender does not matter. No one will care about the king's appearance or even notice if the king acts like a king. Even if anyone noticed that the king was female, there would be no problem if she was a good king. Perhaps because of the sword's magic, the girl's growth stopped at that time as well. Many knights feared it as ominous, but most of them faced their master's immortality as divine, and thus the time of the king who would become a legend started. Yes. The battle of the new king were indeed the act of gods of war. The king always led from the front. No enemies could stand in our way. Oturia, the god of war. There was no defeat for a body admired as a dragon in human form. For 10 years and 20 battles, she knew only victory. Those were the days she ran through as the king. She never returned back and was never disgraced. She was raised as the king and fulfilled her obligations as the king. Cool, I guess. Is that why I saw such a figure? The soul must still be on the battlefield. Before daybreak, resting her body in the wind under the indigo blue sky, she just gazes into the distance. The sky is so high and the clouds are flowing fast. Under the clear air, she is looking at the great army she must face with her sword in hand. That figure is burned in and will not go away. She and her sword are one, the sword from the stone that chose the king. I think the brilliance of the sword that selected her fate is also brilliance. Is that so? But I wonder in the dream. That sword is different from the one she had. It is similar but different. The one she used last night is different from this sword, is it? So, how did she lose such a fine sword? Who knows? I don't know much about King Arthur. I just know he pulled out a sword. When I woke up in my room, when I wake up. Okay, aside outside. I guess I fell asleep after coming back to my room, unable to make a decision. Oh, about Saber? That dream was a strange dream. Perhaps I should know about things I don't know about Saber. Is it possible for me to dream about them? But that sword was certainly different from the one Saber had. I vaguely think Saber's true identity that was hidden. To be honest, I still can't accept who she is. Saber's just Saber. Yes, that's their class, I suppose. I can't change my attitude just because I know who she was before and I don't think Saber would want that either. Okay, I guess. But it suited her. The sword from yesterday suited her, but the sword in my dream also suited her. Now you could say I was fascinated by the sword, but yesterday's sword and the sword in my dream, it seems I fall for swords easily. I also thought Lance's lance was beautiful when I saw it, but my interest in swords is exceptional. It seems I'm easily attracted to swords. Well, it's not like that only just started. I don't know, I don't like swords. I take a deep breath and reach up to my sweaty face. It's very because you're thinking about swords. But it sure is hot. I wear the sweat off my forehead. Even though it's winter, my body is burning. Hell yeah, magic probably. It feels like my body is getting hotter and I feel restless. Oh, is that inscription thing? Oh, that stone you ate? I wonder why ever since I saw Saber's sword, my body has been strangely hot. The hand that bears the command spell is hot, as if it's holding a pocket heater. Doesn't that mean they're in battle? It's like that time Tosaka made me swallow that jewel. Like it's itchy, or it makes me want to run around. I take a deep breath to try to calm myself down. I guess Saber's still asleep. Saber has not woken up, even once since last night. But it still seems she's getting better. Everything is calm now, and there's no sign she's gasping in pain. Yeah, you can't use magic, I guess. Saber's sleeping peacefully. This is an everyday morning scene. Okay, maybe if I let sleep like this, she might be able to come back to normal. I don't think that's the case. Then there's no need for her to kill people. Then just now Saber will be with me and... How selfish of me. I hit the wall. I'm so weak it makes me sick. It's my fault Saber's in this day. Is it? Oh, because you couldn't kill what's-his-face, yeah. Who am I to say? I get up trying not to make any noise. I don't know when Saber will wake up. But I have to make a decision before she does. Tosaka must still be asleep. There's no energy in the house and it feels like it's abandoned. And I'm just depressed. I can't decide, so I'm just wandering around in a grey state. And that causes the world to be vague. I hear something cutting through the air. Again, it's from the yard, but I remember that sound. Yeah, I don't feel like cooking breakfast right now, so I'll take a look and check it out. Is it Saber? Is it Archer? It's much colder outside than usual. It must be really cold if my burning body feels it. It's so cold that it might snow. It's from the shed area. The sound is coming periodically. Across the yard, breathing out white puffs. Like, okay. What are you doing in the shed? He's there in front of the shed. Oh, it's Archer? I guess I kind of knew he would be here, so I wasn't surprised. Hello, Archer. He must have been shooting hours until now. He lowers his bow in displeasure as soon as he sees me. That's dangerous, don't shoot bows in someone else's house. What are you gonna do if you hit someone? I would not do anything. I would not have to do anything as I am not using any arrows. One cannot be hit by something that is not fired. He doesn't even need to tell me that. Sound was Archer's bow a string cutting through the air. I don't know why, but Archer isn't using any arrows, but only pulling his bow. That's a good bow. I was convinced until now, but you really are an archer. Well, I'm not an archer like the ones you know, so I would not be able to answer you even if you asked me about archery. Okay. Your arrows are shot to target yourself, while my arrows are shot to target an enemy. The archer you have in mind must be the kind that respects manners and politeness. He curls his lip offensively, as I thought I can't get along with him. I don't intend to ask about archery, I was just wondering what you were doing. As you see, I am merely checking my condition. The wound Saber gave me is healed, I cannot stay on watch forever. I guess, are you gonna attack other masters? I see he's healed now, then that means Tosaka should return to the war. I turn away. Since Tosaka and Archer are rejoining the battle, I must make a decision. I don't think seriously somewhere I can be alone. There was a concept called follow through. Huh? What's follow through? The time you have after you take your shot. I believe that is the only thing common to your archery and mine. Well, you don't have to tell me about the 8 stages of shooting. Just listen. They say the body stays there naturally after you shoot a bow. They hear that you call it follow through. The body stays there naturally after you shoot a bow. I don't know, I've never shot a bow. Actually, I think I have. Certainly there are 8 movements in archery called the 8 stages of shooting. The last one, the follow through, is the state that comes after shooting an arrow, but... And so what about it? Talking about your mental preparation, a follow through is not intended to ascertain if the arrow has hit the target. An arrow has hit the target even before it's released. The archer lets the arrow go according to that image, so there's no need to check if the arrow was hit or not. Well, you have to be pretty confident to do that, I guess. Because if you think the arrow will hit, it will hit the target. And if you do not, the arrow will not hit. It's not true, there are shots that won't hit no matter how much you think they will. Everyone would hit the target every time if all you had to do was think about hitting it. Is that so? Well, you hit the target every time. What? The statement makes my heart jump. That's certainly... Well, I do not care about that. There's only one thing I want to tell you. Follow through is not intended to ascertain if you have hit the target or not. What happens to the released arrow is obvious, so follow through is a preparation to accept that result, is it not? I know, so you're saying I should be able to see through this thing until the end, right? Exactly, I heard about Saber's situation. She had known from the beginning that she would end up like this. She'll disappear in a fight if she fights with a magical energy supply. That fact was already determined, so all that's left is to accept the result. Is he saying that no matter what happens to Saber because of my decision, all I can do is follow through what happens next? I turn my back to Archer. I'll leave this guy once and for all. Oh, one more thing I'll tell you since you don't seem to know. Her voice behind me. Saber should have known she would disappear if she used her No Phantasma. She probably did not intend to use No Phantasma until the very end. The usual offensive tone isn't present in his voice. There's only one reason she used a No Phantasma in spite of that. Because the other person was going to win. And then, yeah, what's his face would have died, probably. She chose to protect you over her own existence. I'm pretty sure she would have died if she didn't use it anyway, right? Never forget that. His voice holds only honest sincerity. So she would have to use it anyway. Status and weapon screen updated. Why? I can't check it out. I'm going to where Ilya is. Okay. Golden Sword of a Short Victory, Calibum Burn. A holy sword that symbolizes England's King of Knights, King Arthur. It is a symbol of a king pulled out from the chosen stone under the guidance of Magus Merlin. It is a different sword from the one granted by the Fairy of the Lake. Its characteristics as an old phantasma differ, but it seems Saber is more attached to this holy sword. Since this sword is a symbol of powers, a sword carried by a king usually ends up being degraded to the status of an ornament covered by decorations. This is the big difference between Excalibur and Caliburn. In exchange for being a beautiful sword, its effectiveness as a weapon does not match that of an Excalibur. In the legend, it is said that it broke when King Arthur fought in a battle against the principle of chivalry. Okay. So did Saber get a updated screen? Saber. Orti Ura, the once and future king, England's legendary hero King Arthur. He's a hero well known as the model for knights, but it's said that he actually did exist. The real King Arthur was called Dux Belleroam, the King of Battles, and he was a great leader who led the 12 kings of Northern England, God Odin, against foreign invasions. For such people as the Picts and Scottish, the identity of the great leader King Arthur has many variations, and there is even an opinion that there were two people that corresponded to the king. One was a pure Britian Arthur, and the other one was a Roman Artorius. This opinion states that the legend of King Arthur that is known today is one story merged from the accomplishments of these two. The legend of King Arthur is all too famous. The exceptional Magus Merlin prepared a sword and said, "Who's pulled out his sword of the stone is rightwise King of all England." When Arthur pulled out the sword, he was recognized as the King of England, and with the knights of the Round Table gathered around him, he went through many adventures. Arthur was a child of the King of Britain, Uta Pendragon, and the wife of his servant, Duke Cornwall, the blue-eyed ignorant. As a price for Merlin's assistance in ensuring the success of his love for Igoronic, he had to leave that child to Merlin's care. I will probably guide this child, one bearing a great destiny, and protect him from the crisis of the royal family. Merlin entrusted King Arthur to Arthur's loyal knight, Sir Ector, and Arthur was raised as his adopted child until the day he pulled out the chosen sword. The days of the battle and troubles that followed after he pulled out the sword became a great story of medieval knighthood. The great deeds of King Arthur ruled over Camelot as the great king of knights and saving England by leading many great men, all one could ask for from a hero. Arthur's all too famous sword, the Holy Sword Excalibur, was not the chosen sword, rather it was the treasure of a fairy land given to him by the Lady of the Lake under Merlin's guidance. After he lost the chosen sword, after giving King Arthur the Holy Sword Excalibur, the fairy princess of the lake, Vivian, became his guardian. King Arthur's lifelong enemy, Princess Morgana, was in existence opposed to King Arthur's guardian Vivian, but Morgana herself was also a fairy of the lake that protected the king. Okay. King Arthur ordered the knights of the Round Table to search for the Holy Grail. In the King Arthur legend, the search for the Holy Grail composed the core episodes in the story of the Knights of the Round Table, but only 3 knights were commanded to search, and King Arthur himself did not go on the journey. Of the 3 knights, the perfect knight, Lactinlot, did not make it to the Holy Grail due to his unfaithful flirting, and his son Galahad did obtain the Holy Grail but abandoned it due to his lack of greed. The end of the legend was marked by King Arthur's death, but abandoned. Why would he abandon it? The end of King Arthur's legend was marked by King Arthur's death. Arthur's life had been sought many times by the Princess Morgana, his older sister by a different father. At the end of the battle between him and the knight Mordred, born from Princess Morgana's schemes, this legend closes its curtains. King Arthur's fall started when his most trusted knight Lancelot disappeared after becoming ashamed about his affair with Arthur's wife Guinevere. Losing his trusted knight, losing the sheath of the holy sword, and even losing his own country. While on a long expedition, a night King Arthur faced his last battle in the land of Camelon. The holy sword Excalibur was entrusted to Sir Bedivere on King Arthur's deathbed, and he returned it to the Lady of the Lake. King Arthur's corpse was carried by the Ladies of the Lake to Avalon, the land where heroes sleep. A legend is handed down that King Arthur will awaken from his sleep in Avalon when England is in peril, so that he can save his homeland. Arthur bears the Red Dragon, that symbolizes the British people, and he himself has the attribute of the dragon, since he has the karma of the dragon and the embodiment of the divine mystery and the transcendent. He has strong magical qualities. On the other hand, he is weak against heroes who have defeated dragons in the past. Huh. Artoria, okay. Charisma B. Natural talent to command an army. It increased the ability of one's army during mass combat. Charisma is a rare talent, and a B rank is enough to lead a country. What's an A rank then? Enough to lead a world? What? Oh, there's two of these? Okay. Excalibur. Sword of Promised Victory. Sword of Light. It is not a weapon made by man, but a divine weapon forged by the planet. It is no phantasma. It is a no phantasma that is the greatest of holy swords. It transformed the possessor's magical energy into light. Increases its kinetic energy by converging and accelerating it, and allowing for usage of sorcery on the level of divine spirits. Okay. To an observer, it looks like a giant beam of light, but its target point is the tip. It is the ultimate slash that cuts through everything in the area that light goes through. Its enormous power heats space around the tip, and as a result, it is interpreted as a wave of light that mows across the earth. You could also call it a directed energy weapon. Rank A++, type anti-castle noble phantasma. Range 1 to 99. What does that mean? Maximum targets 1000. Kill a lot of people with it. I guess that's why it's a castle type. The park is empty as usual. Maybe it helps that it's colder today than usual. There's no one around, and it looks like I'm the only one out at this time. There's no Ilya, I guess. I sit on the bench sluggishly. I come to the desert place as I wish. Now I'm here, I must decide what to do. There are no choices that allow me to postpone the problem. I want to end the Holy Grail War by defeating other masters. I need Saber to stay. And even without that, I don't want it to disappear, but that means having Saber attack people like Ryder did. That's not a good idea. I'll give me a bad ending. There's no way I could do that. Making Saber do such a thing would be like telling her to die. First of all, Saber would surely refuse, but... Oh, that's how that works. So that's the first command spell, that's the second, that's the third. When I hang my head, I see my left hand. I have 2 command spells left. If I use one, I could force Saber to follow my command. Not a good idea. I bit my lip and discarded that ridiculous thought. Can't you use the command spell to just get more energy? I don't know why you can't do that. Like, I just command you to replenish energy. I don't know how long I remained summoned on the bench, but just as my fingers started to tremble from the code, oh, I thought you were gone already, but you're here. Oh, hello, Ilya. I'm suddenly called. It was you, okay. It's you, Shiro. You have a serious expression, what's wrong? Ilya, you're here by yourself again. It's dangerous, you never know when the other masters... Like, Shinji? I decided to say that I'm amazed at my stupidity. Ilya's a master too. I shouldn't be worrying about this, and anyway, aren't we enemies? Isn't that why you were warning her in the first place? Sorry, I can't afford to talk to you right now. We were lucky to see each other, but I can't talk with you. It's gonna get cold, so you should go home. Sitting down on the bench, I dismiss Ilya. There are things I need to talk to her about, but I have my hands full with Saber right now. What's going on? Ilya doesn't say anything and she just stares at me as if I'm a stranger. Yeah, maybe. Oh, this is... Oh, why did this go up? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I remember why it went up. It went up because I talked to them that one time, right? Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm really busy right now, and I know Saber's going to disappear, right? And you're wondering what to do. Suddenly, the girl in front of me says this coldly, as if she was someone else. Ilya, it's stupid to worry about such a thing. That's why you let Riders Master escape. All you have to do do with the loser is to kill them. I move my legs. I know it's a bad mood to stay sitting down, but so I put my power into them and stand up. But my body does not move, as if entranced by Ilya. Ilya, how do you know about that? Did you sense it when you fought Berserker that one time? I don't need to tell you, right? I was at the building last night too. Well, yeah, I guess you were, technically. Well, I could only watch from inside the building. I try to move my arms and my legs, but they don't move at all. No, it feels like they're stiffening the more I put power into them. It's those eyes. Or is it entrapment spell or something? Looking into Ilya's red eyes is making my body go numb and... Oh, you're bounded already. You know you don't have any protection, right? I thought it would be easy to capture you if you're alone, but you still keep falling for it this easy. Okay, I guess. Ilya, it's useless. You won't be able to move now. You won't even be able to speak soon, but you don't need to worry. I didn't come here today to talk either. You can turn me into a zombie like you did the first time when I got a bad ending. Murderous intent mixes into Ilya's gaze. This is the same Ilya as that night when she was the master of Berserker. Gah, are you gonna kill me here? Grit my teeth and gather all my strength. Why is it static? But I can't even twitch my finger. Every nerve in my body is routed by Ilya's stare. Yep, because it doesn't matter if you're a master anymore, right? You're on your own once Saber disappears, so I can't let you be a master. Once your means of fighting is gone, I can kill you easily. Ilya raises her hand. Her white center fingers touch my chest. What's that? Oh, okay. Why is this the thingy? Whatever. I'm glad I found you here before someone else kills you. So good night. Saber's gonna disappear anyway, so it should be a relief if it happens faster, right? Everything's turned off. My vision fades. The sensation in my limbs is already gone, and now my vision is gone as well. How long has it been since I fell into this darkness? Did I do something wrong? While I was wondering whether I'm dead or not, my consciousness fades. Did I get a bad ending? I didn't do anything. My body is burning. Even though my consciousness is deep in the darkness, my burning body is a feeling that is alive. I guess I'm alive then. But even if that's the case, that's only for the moment. Ilya said it too. You could try to do something. Once your means of fighting is gone, I can kill you easily. Well, it's not technically gone yet, but whatever. She's right. I can't fight at all without Saber. The Holy Grail War is a battle between servants. Well, she's not a servant, she's a master, so you can technically fight, but whatever. I cannot possibly match one of those servants. The fact has been proven many times already. It was a merciless beating. Saber set my battle against the servant to survive. I couldn't even do that. I was caught over my body and on top of that, thrown to the ground from a third floor window. I only survived because of an abnormality in my body that I don't even understand. Yeah, I guess. But the servant's not here. She probably left it at home again. That fact is so vexing that it makes me mad. I could not stop the disaster occurring around me, just because the one in front of me was unbeatable. Even though I chose to fight as a master, to stop people getting hurt, but I could not protect them. Yeah, sure, I guess. Pisses me off. The hero of my since childhood always has to win or it's meaningless. Body is burning. My body's demanding that I must win. Okay. Your body was burning earlier too. I think that's the gem finalizing its thingy. Let me guess, the gem's gonna finish up now. Whilst I'm in this day, and it's gonna get some sort of weird power. But I don't have any means of winning nor a way to fight. How would I be able to fight? I don't have the skills to fight alongside Saber without being a burden to her. You're not fighting with Saber. This is a mistake as well. Emir is not fit for fighting, but your fight is supposed to be a mental fight, a fight with your own self. Oh, it's supposed to be a fight with mages. So suddenly I remember the back of the man who said those words. Emir has no chance of winning if it comes down to fighting. None of your skills will be of any use against a servant. I know. I realize it's that more than that than even now. In that case, at least imagine it. If it's an opponent you cannot match in real life, beat it in your imagination. You cannot beat it yourself. Imagine that's something that you can beat it with. He doesn't need to tell me something that I already know. If I'm going to win, it'll only be in my head. That's probably how you cast magic, but he just doesn't get it. But what could I win with? I can't imagine myself beating a servant. I can't handily deceive myself and an image created by deceiving myself will be full of flaws. There's no way I'll be able to match a servant, a first cast illusion with such a third-rate image. He's not a servant though. You're not fighting the servants, so what will I be able to beat, and what will I beat it with? I am searching for the answer to that question. It is not a servant. Searching for the answer even now. The golden sword is a sword for her alone. I don't want it myself. It's just beautiful. I just want to hold it with my hands if it's permitted. Are you gonna summon Saber's sword? Okay. Jeez, it's a bad habit for an amateur magus. Since all I can do is examine the content, I see such dreams unsuitable for my position, but if this is a dream, I should be allowed to at least think about it. Think about what can Ilya with it. First I assumed the basic structure and reproduced the corresponding material. Oh, the basic form from when I use the strengthening magic isn't enough as I thought. Strengthening is changing something that's already there, so it's meaningless when something isn't there at all. So if I am to remember that sword, I have to put more effort into it. There was 3 things and this is the third one I think, but I forgot what it's called. It's well before the basics. It's the process full of ways that I come up with before Kisurugi taught me how to use strengthening magic. And it was, how was it supposed to take shape? You keep seeing that sword, so I guess you'll be able to summon it. This is Tosaka's place, I think. No, it's not. When I come to, I'm in a ridiculous place. What is this place? This is not Tosaka's place. This looks different. This isn't just some place I've never seen before. As a bed with a gorgeous canopy and a long corridor that makes it look like you could sink to your ankles. A stone fireplace that is not just decoration but actually functional. The patterns of the wall aren't just wallpaper as they are actually engraved. I used to the mansion like Shinji's house, but this is on a different level. It's embarrassing to say, but this is like a castle you read about in fairy tales. Okay, I guess. Why am I here? My mind almost falls unconscious. My body is strangely heavy. My blood circulating poorly. I feel like I'll fall asleep again if I let my guard down. Oh, what happened? I try to remember with my hazy mind. Oh, I was bound by Ilya and lost consciousness. I'm called by Ilya, huh? No one is in the room. My body feels heavy, but it seems I could at least raise my arm. Oh, I'm tied up. My dazed mind instantly awakens. You could, I don't know, strengthen the thing that's tying you up. And because you suck at strengthening magic, or you can purposely fail it, it would just break. Realizing the danger I'm in, I study my situation first. And if they use magic to bound it, you can just strengthen the bed so the bed breaks. I'm sitting in a chair, strengthen the chair then. And my hands are tied behind my back. Handcuffs, no, they're just tied with the rope. I'm not in the worst condition, but it makes no difference to the fact that I cannot move. My body's still numb and I can't even get up with my hands tied. How long has it been? Clock? No, I don't see one, as I expected. There's no clock in the room. The window is behind me. I turn around as much as I can, but this curtain is draped over it and I can't quite tell what's outside. Let me guess. He's not even gonna try to do that strengthening thing, even though he could. Whatever. But the sun has already set outside. I bet early in the morning, so that means at least half a day has passed. I can't be doing this now. I don't know where I am, but I have to go home to save as quickly as I can. Saber's weakening. I can't trouble her by letting her know I've been kidnapped. I pull out my hands. I even try to run away. I have to do something about the rope tied behind my back first. The door opens. I release my power the same moment she walks in. Hello? That's different. Oh, you're finally awake. Good morning. How are you feeling? Ilya's acting totally different from before. The cold eyes are gone, and the Ilya before me is the white girl who was talking to me in that park the other day. Okay, I guess. Now what's wrong? You don't seem energetic. Does your body still not move? That's odd. You sure to talk net by now. She looks at me, tilting her head. It looks like she's just worried about me. I'm fine. I can talk, and my head's clear enough to know that I've been captured. Cool, I guess. This is still fairly low. Like, just this little bit saved my character from dying. Wonder what the high tiers are gonna be like. I'm fine. I can talk. I glare at Ilya. What are you dissatisfied? Well, are you dissatisfied? We usually put captured enemies in the dungeon, but I felt bad about doing that to you, so I brought you into my room as a special exception. Okay, I guess. Ilya looks displeased. I don't know if I should be thankful or not, but anyway, I'm starting to understand the situation I'm in. I get the situation I'm captured in. This is your place, right? I say so sharply, killing my emotions. As long as I don't know the full details of the situation, I should listen for now. I guess. You didn't escape, or at least try to. That's right, I told you before that I live in a castle in the forest. Let me guess, you're not gonna make that sword until, I don't know, 5 days later or something. And you're gonna use that at the last moment. And then you're probably just gonna strengthen it and it's gonna become the best sword ever. And I'm gonna say this is really dumb. That's what I think is gonna happen. This is a big castle in the forest and there's nothing around here. It takes a few hours to get here by car to get to the town you live in. Nobody will come to save you, nor will there be any nuisances. I see, I get that, but why did you do it? If you wanted to kill me, you could have just done so at the park. That would have made a mess of the park. Why, I don't intend to kill you. You're mine, I'll kill the other masters, but you're special. Why is that? That's why I locked you up here, so there won't be any interruptions. I had like one interaction in the park. I automatically lean back. Olivia's face goes to mine as if not caring about my feelings. I haven't seen this guy since day 3 or something, when Saber did the contract. Hey Ilya, well, I guess you showed that image a couple times with Saber, but still, I haven't seen another CG with him. I know it's indiscreet, but my heart's beating fast from the weight of Ilya on my legs. Even if she's not heavy, she still feels alive that I can't think straight. It'll be weird if she felt dead. Yeah, like I thought she was special. Hey, do you want to become my servant? If you're going to be my servant, I won't have to kill you. All you have to do is nod and I can spare you. Just, you say it in a fawning voice. This is nothing half-hearted. Rhea's words are so pure that I won't be able to take it back if I nod. And if I do betray her, all her purity would probably turn into hatred. With Ilya so close to me, my confused mind freezes. It's just a simple yes or no question. This isn't just that she likes me. Ilya's question is asking me if I want to live or die. Yeah, you don't even need to think about it, right? You don't have Saber already. You don't have any way to fight. So it'll be useless to stay as a master now. Well, I guess Saber was your issue last time. But you didn't kill Saber after hearing that. Very, considerate of them, I guess. No, Saber hasn't disappeared yet, I won't let that happen. Oh yeah, but she'll be killed easily on condition. It's fine, you can just stay here if you're going to stay here forever. I'll protect you forever too. Why? 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 I don't get it. Yes, it's up to me, I don't know. You have the freedom to push her away. You could just unbind yourself, but you're not going to do that because you have no critical thinking. I don't know what will happen if I disobey her, but still, I know to Ilya's words. I can't get off of me. Ilya, no matter what you say, Ilya put her finger to my mouth. Cool, I guess. She smiles at me, and she smiles and looks at my bewildered face. Okay. But here's you don't get it, do you? Look, you're just a bird in a cage right now. It's my decision if you live or die. So you shouldn't say anything to make me mad. I waited for 10 years. It's too boring just kill you here, right? 10 years. 10 years. What happened 10 years ago? Oh, the Holy Grail will happen 10 years ago. What? My voice sounds like a girl who wants a toy. I gasp, sensing a cruelty that's sends a chill down my spine. This is your last chance. I'll ask you one more time. Eyes are full of hope. Chiro, be mine. It says so as if following, allowing no refusal. Huh. When I was told this is the saber route, so I'll go with I can't do that. I don't even need to think about it, and I can only take so much, so why does everyone think Saber is disappearing? I don't know. But she is. Saber won't disappear, and I'm going to fight with her until the very end. I can't undermine that I ordered something like this. Ilya, I can't do that. What you're telling me I have a Saber. As long as I have a Saber, I'll only fight as a master. I hear her gasp. Her red eyes open for an instant like vigor mortis. I see you're going to betray me too, huh? Ilya backs away. The girl looks down at me, not getting upset. Okay. I don't know what that 10-year thing is about. Fine, if you won't listen to me, I won't listen to you either. Since the only thing he tells me about 10 years is that one fire. 10 years ago. I'll let you guys off up to now, but I'm done with that. His voice is full with murderous intent, with an ominous tone to it. Wait till I'll be done right away. Hold on, what are you gonna do, Ilya? I'm gonna kill Saber and win. You'll regret your action a bit if I kill them, right? Well, I think that solves the issue, so it should be fine. Well, don't say such a stupid thing. You went to suck have nothing to do with this. I'm saying I can't be with you for my own reasons alone. Well, no, you're saying it's because it's Saber. The suck has nothing to do with this. That's a more accurate statement. Saber has a lot to do with this. Because that was your reasoning. Is that so? But I'm going to kill them anyways. It'll be next, Shiro. I don't need you if you're not going to be mine. I don't know what this is about. She starts to go. She's serious. She's going to kill Saber and Tosaka. And Ilya will probably manage that easily. Don't do it, Ilya. They have nothing to do with this. I'm the one you captured, so just kill me if you hate me. There's no reason to kill them. There's a reason I can't let other masters live. That's the Holy Grail war, right? If you don't say you're gonna kill people that easily, it doesn't suit you. You're still a child, so you can't do such things. After looking at me in amazement. Too bad I've already killed a master. Yeah, they killed Shinji. Ilya says so with a cheerful face. With the person that you should have killed, but you didn't, and now you're in this situation. It was only yesterday though. It was unexpected in a way, since I thought you were gonna kill him. What? At that moment, much to my surprise, I clearly understand what she's talking about. Ilya said she was in that building last night, so wasn't the master fleeing in front of her the perfect prey? Ilya, you. Sorry, I did it because you didn't. I don't like snatching things, so I was trying to. But yeah, I get it. She doesn't sound guilty at all. Really, it must have been nothing at all. That makes me realize I should have known that from the last time I met her. This girl has no sense of good and evil. This girl laughing innocently is Ilya, the girl laughing mercilessly is also Ilya. You to me no sense of good and evil. It's not like a devil and an angel are in her at the same time. It's just that Ilya is a devil called an angel. No. Then I'm off. It'll be your turn when I come back, so try your best to escape. But a bird is a bird because it can't escape from the cage. He can escape pretty easily, but he's just not trying. I don't think he'll be able to escape from this cage. He can escape really easily. He's not going to though. Lydia leaves the room. What she says is true. Um, as she doesn't understand threats or haggling, everything she says is true. So I can't stay here forever. I have to escape and meet up with Saber before Ilya attacks her. Just use your strength, make magic. I shake my body and try to loosen the ropes. She really must think I can't escape as there's no one in the room. I can't get out of these ropes for myself if there's no one keeping watch, but isn't strengthening magic like basic magic anyway? Why didn't they just make it of a magical? Why didn't they just make a magical chair, magical binds? Damn it, my body's still not working well enough. Even though I can move, my limbs are heavy as steel, and just immune them will run me out of breath. Yeah, she must have anticipated. That's why she said I won't be able to get away. Certainly, I can't move. Even if I get the rope off, I won't be able to escape from my body. I won't move to my satisfaction. It's not because I'm tired. Oh yeah, I can't move because I saw Ilya's eyes. It must be what they call the mystic eyes. Mystic eyes, like Tonoshiki's mystic eyes of death. They say superior mages is able to intervene magically with a target just by looking into their eyes. A common for mystic eyes is binding, so this must be something like that. As eyes perceive visual information, the disadvantage is that they are weak against suggestion. Therefore, mages usually cast some protection over their eyes to shut out other magical energy. Okay, why don't you just shut out the magical energy and just use your own magical energy? Since I'm guessing they put some of their thing into you to like disturb it, right? Who knows what Osaka would say if she found out I was bound by suggestions without even casting a spell. Well, they're mystic eyes that are acquired with the use of magic, but I hear that monsters born with such eyes don't even need to look at the eyes of their target. These people exhibit their ability just by looking, but I hear such powers are rare. So, fortunately, it doesn't seem that like Ilia's mystic eyes are a special kind. This is just an intervention, sending her magical energy into my body. Then there's a way to dispel myself. I can't move my body because Ilia's magical energy is invading my nerves. So if I remove that magical energy, I'll be able to move again. Yeah. Okay. It's simple. If mud has collected, all you have to do is wash it out with water. Yeah. Are you gonna do it then? Closing my eyes, I concentrate on the mud on the inside of my body. I don't have the skill to detect or remove someone's magical energy from within me. Such skills are necessary if the magic energy is not rooted in my body. If Lily's magic energy is stagnant in my body, all I have to do is channel strong magical energy through me and push it out. Sorry, it's a violent method, but it's what I can do. I apologize to my body as some consolation. All I have to do now is my daily routine. The ritual where I drive in a nerve into my back. No, it's not like that anymore. There's no need to make a new one now. I can just push a switch inside of me. I don't have to make a magical circuit inside of me, as I just have to switch my nerve into a magical circuit. Trace on. I cast a spell to suggest myself. Spells do not do anything to the world. It's only something that one casts on themselves as one intervenes with the world. So you can cast spells, so can you cast it on the chair, like I said, and break it? Words are the best way to make your body transform. An order that only works on the self creates a divine mystery, a very simple magical spell. Basic structure analyze my circulation speeds up, my blood gains power, my body turns into a device for pumping a magical energy. It must be assistance from that jewel Tosaka made me swallow. The creation of magical energy that usually takes me an hour now only takes an instant. Yeah. What is he using this on? Composition analyze. I don't even need to push the switch. I can just let the magic energy circuit and let my hands go. Well, I say push the switch, but I still haven't figured out where the switch thing is. The heat goes wild. Calmly controlling my speeding heartbeat, I let go of my hands from this spinning cord. Huh. Yeah. Blood spills out my mouth. Well, that's not good. Some veins must have been cut or something must have ripped inside of me. I channel enough magic energy to wash out the mud inside of me, so it's fortunate if I only cough up blood, and to add I don't feel any pain. No, coughing up blood is definitely a bad thing. Maybe I don't feel pain because of that self-healing thing. Well, I guess you have self-healing, but I don't know how well it is for internal injuries. It's an abnormality I don't understand, but I'm just happy to have it at times like this. It's my greatest and only strength for any wounds to heal if they're not fatal. Huh. If Tonoshiki had self-healing, he would be really overpowered. But that's like his biggest weakness. what I should be careful of is relying on it, because the cause is unknown. If I get myself injured relying on the healing might go away the next time. Isn't the cause Saber? So I shouldn't rely on such a fake miracle. If I had the rope next, I loosened the rope. My wrists up bruised, but my hands weren't tied tightly. I don't think it was Ilya that tied me up, but it wasn't tied too tightly. Most well, Ilya wouldn't be able to carry me here. Is there someone other than Ilya who isn't too strong? Definitely not Berserker. If he tied me up, my wrist would have twisted off right then. Like, get up from the chair with a stupid remark. He goes, it's good that I can move freely now, but it seems the movement was too violent. I don't have any wounds, but my magic energy is still raging inside of me. Just moving caused my body to plummet from the inside. It must be the pain. Dizziness and nausea assail me, and my limbs are senseless. I won't be able to go back home before Ilya like this. You could just call home. There's like a phone right over there. I'm beginning to fade hard. This is no time to think like that. I snap my cheek and start walking. As I start to lean on the wall and head to the door, I hear a sound on the other side of the wall. Footsteps. A few of them too. These people are approaching while talking, stop in front of the door. A patrol, damn. Why did they have to come here? There's no time to hide. I should. Okay. I have to fight. I'll make the first move when the door opens. You said this voice is. That's not a good idea. I'll stick I'll sit in the chair and pretend I'm tied up. How about the bed? Let's go. Okay, so this could be the person who tied me up, so I should pretend I'm tied up, right? But if it's someone else, then the bed will be the better option. Okay, let's pretend I'm tied up. No, let's go to the bed. I don't believe in your acting skills. I have no time to think. I don't have a chance of winning it with this body, so I should do my best not to be found. How about that bed for the time being? I jump into the bed and hide by pulling the sheets over me. I thought you were gonna hide under the bed. Okay, I shouldn't have expected this much. The sound of the door opening follows. Ilya might be back, or might be someone from the castle. Either way, that someone might just be shocked or bewildered at the vanishing prisoner and must be looking at the empty chair with blank amazement. This is soft and perfect. The person standing speechless and stuck at this perfect closed door trick, and what are you playing around for, Shiro? And say so in an utterly astonished tone. Oh, hello, Josaka. Take my face out of the soft bed. Oh, you're Saber. I asked you what you were doing there. I did not want to think this, but do not tell me you intended to hide there. I climbed out of the bed. Why is Saber here? Your cast as disguised as Saber. Actually, I was hiding. I asked him with my eyes whether I was being naive. Beyond belief, if it was the enemy, I would have cut you in half without mercy. I'm unable to answer back. I think I just showed her something really embarrassing. But Saber, why are you here? I should not even need to tell you why. There's no need for me as a reasonable servant to protect her master. It is natural for the servant to come to save you if you are being held captive. While I'm asking you how you knew I was being captured. More importantly, why are you here? This is Ilya's hideout. This is no place for you. That's a weird thing to say. This is no place for you. You should go back to where you belong, Saber. Go to the cupboard. I should be asking that. What are you doing here? I told you so many times not to go off by yourself, yet you were so easily captured by Ilya Seville and taken to a place like this. Indeed. You're disqualified as a master. I shall not be satisfied until you apologize to me in some way. Well, Tosaka's about to die, so... I was certainly careless, but why are you here? I can't move properly, right? So what are you thinking? Come to Ilya's castle in that state. No, what are you thinking? A servant's role is to protect his master. You have been captured, so... it does not matter if it's Ilya Saran's castle. He's not thinking. Saber speaks clearly. The figure is just like it was before. It's different from the figure sleeping, weak and in pain. Shiro, why are you silent all of a sudden? Did you suffer any wounds while you were held captive? Slight bruising, I guess. And also he's had internal bleeding. Oh no. Last night I'm fine. More than that, I'm glad you look well. Internal bleeding is not fine. I really regained my peace of mind. I'm surprised Saber's here, but I'm happy she's back to normal. She's probably not back to normal. I don't know how she's standing up. I thought she was running low on magical energy. It's just selfish prejudice. But I think Saber is meant to act like this. Sorry Saber, I don't quite understand, but you came to save me, right? Yes, it's only natural for a servant to save her master. Thank you, you're a godsend. I'm glad, there's no problem now. We'll have to just escape with Saber and... Hey, why can't I see Tosaka? Tosaka? Is she really seriously over there? You seem to be doing better than I expected. Maybe there was no need for you to come, huh? That is what I said, Rin. You should have left Emmy as Shiro be. This kind of man causes trouble for the people around him, and survives. This was a good opportunity. He would have died if you had abandoned him. That is inexcusable, Archer. I'm the one that asked for help, but you do not have the right to insult Shiro. He does have the right. Shiro should be insulted. Yeah, so you act like that now that your master is safe, huh? The master's like this and the servant's the same. I guess you have no respect for your allies. Well, we are to fight eventually. It will be easier to fight than if no feelings are held. Saber falls silent as if he hit a sore spot. This guy, he does not get along with Saber either. Good. That's it. You still remember the situation we're in, right? We don't have time to stand around chatting. We have to retreat before Ilias Veal gets back. She was going to kill you guys. Hold on a second. Did you guys come here knowing this place is Ilia's castle? No, first of all, Ilia went out intending to kill them. Then does that mean Ilia and Tosaka missed each other? I was like, I think Ilia's heading to my place right now. If you guys didn't come, I think you would have ended up fighting her. Yes, it seems so. I confirmed Ilia and Berserker leaving. Well, we wouldn't have come in like this if it wasn't for that. I see Tosaka took such drastic measures because she knew Ilia went outside. She's as direct as ever, but that turned out for the best this time. Anyway, we'll talk later. I came prepared when I realized this was Ensburn's space, but it's best if we don't have to meet them. We can't match Berserker anyway, with Saber in that state. Berserker steps between me and Saber. Berserker, what do you mean by Saber's state? Saber's dying due to lack of magical energy. She's gonna go back to her spirit form. And then I can't use her for the Holy Grail War. She looks fine and just normal. Hey now, can really things like this never happen? She hasn't been healed at all. Can't you tell us where looking? She's barely even standing. How did she walk all the way here? I thought you promised not to talk about that. I thought it takes like hours to drive here. Sorry, going back on that, it's bad to hide it and it's not something we could keep from him anyway. And it's true, but you know, since we're in Ilia's base, maybe you can raid it for some magic stones. So he hesitates painfully. That makes me realize that her condition has not improved at all. Saber, is that true? No, we should pillage this base. Yes, what Rin says is true. It is embarrassing, but I cannot fight with Saber right now. All I will be able to do is be your shield. No, we should pillage the base. Huh, that's what I thought. You wouldn't listen then. You wanted to come with us when you can't even arm yourself. I bet she intended to protect her master instead of fighting. What? My breathing stops. What is that? She's so weak and she can't even arm herself. What ridiculous things she's saying about being my shield. This is literally you! I'm sorry, Shiro. I know I'm a failure as a servant with a body like this, but I am able to act as a shield. I am sure you're dissatisfied, but please accept that for now. I think she's apologizing, unlike you. You're having to like just like assumes that you could do it no matter what. I can definitely handle a servant. That's it. Why do you always think such stupid things? Don't kid me, of course I'm not satisfied. Zaka, why did you bring Saber? Well, she would have died if you didn't bring her. Isn't that a good thing? Did you forget about the Ilia thing? Don't you know Saber's more important than me? Yeah, see, he doesn't value his life at all. He's not a hero, he's just suicidal. Well, I object too, but Saber didn't listen. And only Saber knew where you were anyway, and he was dangerous, but I still needed Saber, but still. I started to yell that you shouldn't have brought her, but I stopped myself. You should raid the base for magic stones. Why aren't they doing that? They're just arguing about dumb stuff. I'm in no position to criticize Tosaka. The root of all this was me getting captured. You're in no position to criticize Saber, because that's very hypocritical. Tosaka and Saber just did what they thought was right. Disputes are good, but you should stop for now, Rin. I must will be sensitive to change in her dwelling. We do not have time to explain things in a leisurely fashion. You're right. Ilia's veal should be hurrying back by now. Alright, we'll leave the conversation till later. We have to get out of this castle first. That's okay, right, Shiro? You guys didn't raid anything. How am I supposed to heal Saber now? Shiro, we should. Well, but if Saber's like she was last night, it's difficult for her to even walk. Just raid the castle. Isn't this their room anyway? There's just some magic stones lying around. Oh wait, no, that's Tosaka's family's thing, right? So I guess normal people can't do that? Okay. I can't let Saber push herself if she's in that state. Honestly, it seems, you take me too lightly, Saber. Even though my magic energy is depleted, I can fight better than you, so to me, you seem to be the one about to disappear. I do not think that Rin has noticed, but your magic energy is, disrupted, correct? Yes, he had internal bleeding, and he said it wasn't a big deal for some reason. Oh no, this isn't anything serious, it's fine, I can bear with it. Yeah, he bears with internal bleeding. Fine, really. Then I am the same as well. It is painful, but it is not unbearable. I believe things are going too fast for you to grasp the situation. But let us follow Rin for now, and if we are to talk, we can do so once we get home. Saber urges me forward. Jeez, I can't even... I worry she's such an expression. I don't know what you can get from this base then. Maybe they have a magical tool and not gems that stores magical energy. We're right, I have a lot to talk about, but I'll leave it until we get home safely. There goes to be like a magical vein here. I don't know. Yes, on Saber's body, and I'm thanking her for coming to save me. There is a temple that has a magical vein, but there could be somewhere else too. That dream is not something I should ask her about right now. Alright, let's go, Saber. Nodding, I move my body earnestly. Yeah, I guess. I swear with every step, but I can't complain. Saber came all the way with her weakened body, so as a man I can't show weakness now. You're going to die from internal bleeding. Wow, this is not even the room I grasp it. Is this a hallway? It seems to be a hallway. Don't know what else you would call this room. From this museum-like hallway, I guess this building is really big. Hey, this is no time to be fascinated. And if we leave the castle, there's a big forest outside. If we don't hurry, it'll be morning. Big forest, and is this place really on a mountain? That forest a few hours drive away from Miyama City. Yeah, this is Ensburn's secret castle. Once we get to this castle, we'll have to spend a few hours getting out of the forest. It's night now, so we'll make our way out by the morning. Okay. Falcon runs down the hallway without hesitation. I guess she's heading back to the entrance she snuck in through. I knew it was night already, but how long was I captured for? It was only half a day, but it might have been longer. You were captured by Ilias Seville this morning. It has been half a day since then. The day has changed, so that means you've been captured for a day now. The date changed? Okay. I see I'm ashamed. No, please do not be. You are safe. Even though you have been captured by Ilias Seville for so long, that must be proof that your mind did not give in. Even though your body was held captive. That might be true. Yes, Ilias Seville looks like a young girl, but she's a magus of Ensburn. If you were to yell to her, you would not have been yourself. Ensburn. It is not like I did not consider that possibility. I came to this castle prepared to find you dead in the worst case. Well, I'm on your route, so I can't really do that. Apparently. So I am glad that I'm able to see you again. No, I'm not too glad. Since my Master Saber cannot lose either. That's not how that works. Saber says so with a faint smile. I feel the same way. I was worried, so worried, wondering whether Saber was alright. Yeah, are you really trying to escape? I'll go ahead if you're too slow. Misaki yells at the corner of her head. Makes sense, I don't know why they're just standing and talking. Yeah, this is no time to be talking, let's hurry up, Saber. I run, urging Saber on as well. Every step brings pleasantness and pain as if boiling water is pouring into my veins. But if I could run, I could run if I grit my teeth. I don't think you can run if boiling water is pouring into your veins. For my aching body to move, I follow Tosaka. Saber's running behind me as if escorting a sick person. She must be in pain. She's acting firm, but Saber's not conditioned to move properly. Saber, if you're in pain, I stop myself for asking, as if she needs a hand. If I said that Saber would stubbornly try to run on her own, I should just watch for now. Saber looks tired enough that she can't make any excuses. I can carry her then. You're going to pass out. Saber is really troublesome. You're really troublesome. This troublesome girl won't rest until I do something that's forceful. And so, following Tosaka's lead, we reach the end of the castle. Okay. Cool, I guess. Grand entrance. This is the main entrance, Tosaka. When you say something so obvious, this is what entrances are for, right? This is the fastest way if you want to go in and out. Tosaka runs down the stairs. While I'm in no position to complain, Saber and I descend the stairs into the hall. I guess this is the lobby, so that must mean we'll be outside if we go to that large door at the end. Alright, we're doing well to have gone this far. The problems come after we get into the forest, but it's night and also maybe we'll be able to go to the main road under cover of darkness. It'll be too late when Ilya Sava comes back and finds out we're not here anymore. It'll be morning by the time she gets back. Hey, why that unsatisfied look on your face? When you realize you're gone, why don't you just go to your house? No, it's nothing, I was just realizing that you're a big shot. You realize you read this thing in weirdest places. You should go to Tosaka's house then, right? Like, entering the enemy's base from the main entrance, and the way she's acting so confidently. Oh well, let's go outside. I remember the way back, so we won't get lost. We head for the entrance. A long hall stretches from the lobby, and a large door can be seen on the end. It's amazing the hall is about 30 meters long. Cool, I guess. I think to myself that this place is really a castle, and the instant I start to walk. Oh, you're going home already, that's too bad. After you came so far, the voice of the girl who shouldn't be here echoes throughout the hallway with a faint laugh. Well, maybe if you didn't take your time, you would have already been out of this place. I turn around in an instant. Everyone stops. This I turn around and see the enemy. I understand that I'll be killed if I turn my back on it again. Nice, berserker. Ilya Seville. Tosaka's voice is shaking. Across the hall, on the stairs we came down, something that should not be there. It's strangely like the time before. Ilya is standing there above us with Berserker standing behind her. Berserker's presence is overwhelming. All I can feel, as I can feel the Seren's strength now, I can understand how much of a monster he is. How absurd. He's not at Saber's level. He's not at a level Saber could match even in her normal condition. There probably wouldn't even be a fight. The thing is not something that can be beaten in battle. Saber can kill him with her normal Phantasma. Because it's A+, right? Wait. Yes, A++ actually. And Berserker has a none of us anything below B, so yeah. Probably wouldn't be a fight. That thing is not something that can be beaten in battle. Defeating Berserker means eliminating it without fighting it. Like killing the master. In other words, we should have avoided him if we didn't want to die. Good evening, I'm happy you have come to see me, Ren. Lydia's voice is cheerful. Huh. The smile is the same as it was 8 days ago, instant and merciless. Motion sickling will kill any insect she catches. I understand now. So for the last Holy Grail War, was Saber participating, or was she the one person that just ran away? Because if she's participating, she should have won the war, right? With a normal master? You won't be able to get away. I can't stop Ilya no matter what I do. Even if I can get Ilya's attention, that doesn't mean everyone else can get away. What's wrong? It's boring if you don't talk. Giving you some time, so I think it would be best if you at least leave behind a will. She giggles, but if you don't have such composure, we will run for the entrance if there's an opening. Even though we know there will be no such chance, we can only wait for it. Then let me ask you one thing, but still, Sasaka takes a step towards Ilya. Ilya Saville. I didn't feel you coming back, so were you actually hiding the whole time? That's right. I didn't go anywhere, I was just watching you make a fool of yourselves. Well, I guess the talking didn't matter. I see, does that mean that the ones who went out was a fake? Yes, I knew you people were coming after all. I'm the master here, so I have to welcome the guests, right? The giant figure suddenly disappears. I don't know if it jumped or just moved there. Berserker appears in the middle of the lobby with a whirlwind. Oh, okay. We're done for now. Saber, go and kill yourself by using an Nova Phantasma. If we retreat, we'll be slashed in half the instant we turn our backs. We will be killed as well if we stay like this. The only path left is to challenge that mass of death, knowing it'll be pointless. Or Archer, you're no Phantasma. If you remember who you are. Are you done talking now? Let's begin, Berserker. The girl raises her hand as if performing some kind of ritual, looks down at her scent. And I swear I will not let anyone go today, she declares so with delight and murderous intent. It's light shines in Berserker's eye. Huh, okay. The servant that has obeyed Ilya up to now has his mind released and identifies us as an enemy. A gritting sound, Tosaka. Tosaka grits her teeth hard as if regretting something. Archer, can you hear me? She murmurs in a quiet voice without turning around. A little while is enough, but keep him busy by yourself. She orders her servant to die. Archer does not answer. Ridiculous, are you insane, Rin? Archer's no match for a berserker by himself. We'll run while you do that. Archer buys time until we escape. Knowing Saber, Tosaka continues with her instructions. You can use your last command spell. Her voice is cold, killing her emotions. Archer, who has been silent as if pondering something, quietly nods and... That is a smart move. I'll be able to escape if you escape first. Independent action is a specialty of archers after all. Takes a step forward as if to protect Tosaka. Berserker does not move, only Ilya's laughter can be heard from above. Wow, I'm surprised you're saying such an unknown servant is going to stop my Hercules. I have a cue side to you, Rin. Archer's probably strong. He has no details about him. He's the mysterious. He's not even on my list actually. Why is Archer not on my list? Abilities. 78 kilograms, my favorite ability. What's his Nova Phantasma? Probably the strongest. Okay, neither Tosaka nor Archer has the composure for rebuttal. Tosaka and Archer know that fact better than anyone. Archer steps forward. He's empty-handed as usual. Tosaka is watching Archer's back. She must not have anything to say to him. Tosaka should know her command is unreasonable. Her command is unreasonable, but she told her servant to die so that we can escape. Archer, Tosaka starts to say something, but by the way, Rin, may I confirm one thing? Archer interrupts her words in a cool, unsuited to the situation. Fine, what? Tosaka looks at Archer with a downcast look. She's still looking at Berserker. Yeah, buying your time is fine, but you won't mind if I beat that thing, right? Archer says something unexpected. Archer. Yeah, you don't need to hold back. Give him a beating, Archer. I see, then I shall meet your expectations. Archer moves forward. There are only 10 meters between him and Berserker. That thing should be close to that distance in an instant. Did Arch remember who he was? Maybe. You're underestimating me, fine, go on Berserker. You can slash that suck-up guy into pieces. Because you could command him to remember who he was, but then you'd lose your last command spell. Lydia speaks in a hysterical voice. Sokka turns around, not paying attention. We'll be going, getting outside means victory for us. Is that so? Sokka starts to run, taking both saber and my hand. Saber follows Sokka without objection. I thought to run to the entrance, leaving Archie behind. From behind me, Shiro. He stops me, still with his back to me. I turn around, letting go to Sokka's hand. In the lobby now from far away is the back of the man facing Berserker. Understand, you are a maker, not a fighter. Berserker charges. No, he doesn't understand this, so why are you telling him? He's gonna keep fighting because he doesn't know what's going on. He can't comprehend that he can't take on a servant. Archer stares at his back without backing up, still empty-handed. Do not think about other things. There's only one thing you can do, so master that one thing. The only thing he can do is strengthen, but he's not gonna master that. He's gonna keep fighting for no reason. Archer raises his hand. I don't know when he got it, but in his hand is that short sword. And do not forget what you must imagine is always that you yourself are the strongest. You do not need outside enemies for you. The one you have to fight is none other than your own image. The redback sings. Berserker attack rages. I start to run without seeing the clash of the two. Sokka and Saber already at the entrance. I run without turning around. The redback tells me to just go. Let's see if non-Berserker Archer's dead. This is Sokka's house, right? We go down the long hallway and pass through the gate, and unbelievably the place really is a castle. An old castle hidden deep in the forest. Some place is surrounded by trees as far as the eye can see, and neither buildings nor the sky can be seen in the distance. This way we'll reach the main road in about 3 hours, so we'll run until then. Leading the way, Sokka turns to face us. Oh, is this still Ilya's place? 3 hours, sir. I don't know if my body will last that long. The pain gets worse the more I move. The heat should go away if I rest, but we don't have time for that right now. Shiro, hurry up. Sokka sounds pressured as well. Sokka's the only one who gave Archer that order. She looks calm, but her mind is filled with regret. I know we'll catch up right away. Saber, let's fight. She should know if he's alive or not, right, because of the command spell. Yes, let us hurry, Shiro. Answering and nodding, Saber starts to run as well. I have one command, not one command, 2 commands left. Making my way through the trees, I follow to Sokka. Saber's visibly breathing hard. I can't see in the darkness, but she must be in pain. I can't leave her alone any longer. What was that? Saber loses her balance. I grab her forcefully from right beside her as she falls to the ground. That's it, you can't go any longer, Saber. What are you saying, Shiro? Well, he said you can't go any longer. I have experienced difficulties like this many times before. I'm still able to run. What are you saying? No matter how many times you experience it, pain always hurts. It's fine, so you can complain a bit. I wonder what's the limit of the command. Fully replenish your mana. Is that too hard of a command? I pull at the arm I'm holding. If they're at max capacity, they can use another Null Phantasma and still fight. It must be because Saber's light. I'm able to hold it in my arms and reel rather easily. Okay. Well, at Osaka. We just rest for now, because afterwards if you keep running with that expression. Is your character also gonna pass out? So for this, however you let me go, do you think I'll collapse from this? Saber struggles in my arms, but her opposition is too weak. The arms that are about to push me away are too small and too weak. It makes me painfully realize how weak she's become. Yes, and it's all your fault for not killing Shinji. I never thought Saber would be able to push away someone picking her up. It's Jova. What are you thinking, Shiro? I will not allow such a thing, even for my master. It's Jova, it's so Jova for Saber. Saber's struggling. Yeah, okay. Well, certainly the position she's in right now, that doesn't matter. You need to run away. Don't lie, you can't be alright when you're so weak, you can't even push me away. Just stay quiet when answers my order. Don't use a command spell for this. Well, listen, I'll have to use the command spell. Don't use a command spell. How unfair, there's no way I would allow such a nonsense as using a command spell for something like this. Stay quiet, the cycle will leave us behind if we don't hurry. No, they're already ahead, okay. But Saber reluctantly falls silent, so she must have accepted it. Good. That's fine for now. If she doesn't struggle, I'll be able to run while carrying her. Alright. Vision flashes on and off. As my feet accelerate the more I run. Bearing the nausea in my throat, I run through the forest while gritting my teeth. Haha. I breathe wildly, but I hide my pain as well as I can. There's only one reason to do so. Ashira, please let me down. This is awful, and it's all Shiro's fault. As always. I will run myself. But even if I look pained, she looks up at me uneasily. And it's also your fault, Saber, for enabling Emiya Shiro. And yeah, that's fine. I can't stop here. Don't take me too lightly. I have no problem carrying just you. Compared to a broken shove, one girl's like air to me. A broken stove. Okay. You're going to die from your internal bleeding. Just be quiet, okay? You know the phrase give and take. You've helped me out until now, so it doesn't even out unless I do something like this. You've been taking a lot, haven't you? I have to return the debt now, or I can't have you protecting me tomorrow. They can't do that, they're out of magical energy. That's not true, but if you do this, I'll be the one in debt to you. That's not how that works. Yeah, that's good. That means this will be the only time I have to do something so hard. I'm much more motivated now. Let's actually breath and kick the ground. Sakura is choosing to go through the narrow openings even though she knows I'm carrying Saber. It's fine because Saber is right, but following her takes all my effort. Hey, you'll bite your tongue if you talk. It'll help me out if you stay quiet, so please stay still. Yes, and I'll obey your command, Master. Saying so, Saber relaxes in my arms. Oh, I thought it was Shiro talking to Sosaka. But it wasn't. Okay. Saying so, Saber relaxes in my arms. It was hard to carry her before she was unwilling, but it'll be a little bit more easier now. The problem is now is whether Saber's body and my body will make it. Probably not, and it's all your fault. How long have we been running? I don't know, it feels like 30 minutes and it feels like an hour. The running isn't as bad, I haven't been training for nothing. Saber's really like, you already said that, but now... My body is messed up, I get dizzy the more I move. I feel like throwing up. When I far, so I would understand if I was bitten by a poisonous snake or something. Cute, I can't let this. This is pain that'll kill me. It's just something that my chest feels heavy, and I feel like throwing up. This is nothing compared to my arms right now. I wonder if Archer's still fighting. Hope he's dead. Or she ran away. She's not resting because she's relaxed. Body's getting hotter by the minute. Maybe. Same with yours, actually. Even though it's a winter, her body is sweating and she's hanging her head to try to hide her ragged breathing. It's really all your fault. I repeat that tonight. Saber classes were using her energy after using that sword and rider. Saber hasn't healed a bit since that night. Was her ability to talk just a brief spark before she disappears? Probably, yeah, and you're not gonna use a command spell or anything. I've been trying to deny that. Okay. I don't care about my body. You don't? That's not very nice to your body. I just make myself believe that something will be possible if I get home and keep running. Okay. I almost falls and stop myself from collapsing by leaning against a tree. I can taste blood. Yeah, you've been tasting blood for a while. So this is the cause of my nausea. I didn't spill it on Saber since it was only a bit, but I still feel the nausea of the... to cause the nausea in my chest. Well, it's better than the worst possibility if I think about it. Saber would be mad if for different reason if I throw up the contents of my stomach. Actually, I bet Saber would be seriously try to cut me in half if I did that. Yeah, that's funny. Imagining everything gives me some strength. Alright, I'm done resting. No, you're pushing yourself, Shiro. Saber. She wasn't asleep. She was dead. She even speaks in my arms. What do you mean I'm done now? Oh, did this go up? I don't know. I thought it was a half. What did it go down? You should escape by yourself, Shiro. You cannot take me with you in your state. Well, that's not true. I just fell down. This is nothing. You want to use a command spell? Something. What are you saying with a pale face like a corpse? Hey, Chisaka, who was leading the ways, back here now for some reason. Yeah, it's your choice to bluff, but you should at least hide the blood near your mouth. Even if we're in the dark forest, it's only natural safe to worry if you're in that state. He could just command Saber to gather magical energy and make her do all the running, but he's not going to. He's not going to use his command spell. Darker glares at me. Saber must have noticed our voice. Instead, he's going to use it for dumb reasons like summoning Saber when Saber should have already been with him at the start. Good things are simpler if Rin is here. Saber says so without looking at Tosaka. I would think so. I know what Saber wants to say. We don't have time, so say it quickly. So even that idiot can understand it. Saber nods. Yes, Rin, I want you to leave me here. You will not be able to make it with me, and most of all, I will not last long. Indeed. I can't yell at her for saying such a ridiculous thing. It's not really ridiculous. I have no intention of leaving Saber, but still I know well enough that Saber's condition is worsening. Well, I guess you lost the Holy Grail War. Saber won't last long. I vaguely knew that she won't be able to make it until morning like this. I see, so how about you, Shiro? Will you die with Saber here? Of course not, I have no such intention. I won't let Saber disappear either. If she's going to disappear, I'll use the command spell and... Okay, that's good enough then. Let's solve both problems at once. We'll save Saber and escape with the forest. That's our plan now, huh? My brain turned into tofu, so I can see some of the most difficult things so easily. Just use your command spell. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I really want to do that, but since we can't... Just come here, I'll say this, but I have no intention of letting Saber die like this either. Yes, I won't let this chance slip away. I'll have you fulfill your duty. You said it's the case, so you don't mind either, right, Saber? Saga looks at Saber with a meaningful expression. Saber does not answer, but immediately looks downwards awkwardly. Huh? Once we pass between the unexpectedly tall trees and unexpected sight before me, a ruin. Holding Saber, I look up at the building with blank amazement. I don't know why, but this building in the wood is now a desolate ruin. Does it say graveyard? We should be able to hide here for a while. Archie found this place to hide on our way here. I guess. I don't know what kind of nerve she has, but Tosaka enters the ruin. I head towards the entrance, stepping over the rubble. How long has it been since it was abandoned? The building seems like a corpse, desecrated by the forest. Cool, I guess. The entire ground of the ruin is taken over by trees. That's not trees. The only usable rooms are on the second floor, the ground floor, not the floor. And not the floor that's on the ground. And this is the best of them. Miraculously, the windows are still intact. There's some wonder of architecture. I could see the night sky from here. Okay, it's pretty clean in here. Maybe someone was staying here until recently. Really, what kind of nerves does she have? Stepping over the rubble to Sokka's dusting off the bed by the window. Shiro, this way, we have to lay Saber down. It's pretty tiring being held by someone. Oh yeah, I'll be right there. I lay Saber down on the old bed. Okay. How are you feeling, Saber? Can you still move? Yes, since you look at me here, seems like it's to stay in my body. I see then. I guess there's only one problem left. It's been an hour. You should have a bit more time until Ilya Veal comes after us immediately. You know, we might be able to hide here until morning if we have trouble finding us. Oh, mumbling reminds me. We were able to make it to the ruins, but what's happened to Berserker and Archer? You made it a castle to keep Berserker there. It's already been more than an hour, so Archer should have already retreated as well. Berserker, what happened to him? Is he deceased? Berserker doesn't answer. She just Places our hand on our chest as if holding something dear. Starts to be Archer's fate. Sokka's command spell is on our right arm. The mass and the servant are connected. As Saber sense by danger of the master can sense the life and death of their servant, Sokka, he... Yeah, and I told him he just needed to buy us time. He was arrogant to the very end. Sokka's murmurs as if lapping up a bad rumor. Silence follows. The silence that follows seems to last forever is. But I won't let it be meaningless. Since I've lost Archer, I'll get Berserker here, buoyed by the sound of Sokka punching her left fist with her right hand. Okay, you have one command spell left. Morning is over. I believe in acting if I have time to worry. Since it's come this far, I'm going to make sure you're resolved as well. Resolved for what? Resolved to beat Ilya Veal, Berserker of course. We can't escape the forest with Saber and it's going to take a long time even if we heal her. Ilya will catch us either way, I guess. Do you get it? For us to escape the forest with all three of us, we have to defeat Berserker. We can't, we'll just share Archer's fate. Be Berserker. Indeed. This monster, be that whirlwind of death that nullifies every attack and destroys all that it touches in a single blow. I can't even imagine that. Anything that fights him will die. Sokka must know that as well. Is she saying we'll beat him in spite of that? You can use Saber's no Phantasma. Oh, that's not right. What am I saying? Sokka isn't saying that we can beat him. She has no such false hopes. Oh, I see. That's right, we're not going to beat him to win. I should have realized that immediately. The only option is to beat him. It's just that. If we don't want to die here, we have to beat that monster. Ilya Veal, that's right. But it's not that hopeless. Even if Berserker, who's Berserker, should be wounded after fighting Archer, and I have all my reserve jewels, so if Saber recovers, I can come up with a few plans to beat him. Looking at it from the other side, since Berserker is wounded right now, don't you think this is our best chance to beat Ilya Veal? But is there even a way to heal Saber? I had to say this, but I don't think there's a way to heal Saber here. No, the location doesn't matter for Saber's treatment. Saber's just weakened by lack of magical energy. If we replenish her stock, she should be able to use her powers abilities like before. Sokka's explanation makes me remember last night. Yeah. Tasaka said that Saber's magical energy is almost depleted, so to replenish Saber's magical energy. No. No. Look, if you want to save Saber, all you have to do is make her attack and absorb their souls. So there's only one answer. Use your command spell, Emyakun. You should be able to avoid the worst case scenario with that. There are 2 command spells left. After you use this, make Saber attack people and make her confuse their souls to replenish her magical energy. But we can't beat Berserker unless Saber is healed. We'll be beaten if we don't beat him. The single answer Saber is lying down. As we are now, will only make Saber suffer, but that means notice like I'm still against making Saber attack people. Yes, I agree with that this time. Eh? I would have given that proposal if this was another place, but we're in Ilya Veal's garden, there are no souls here. There may be someone other than Berserker or Ilya Veal in the castle, but going there is to look like going to die. We need to escape outside if we want to make her consume souls. Let's put the cart before the horse. Berserker nods. I'm glad that I don't have to make Saber attack people, but now how can we replenish that magical energy? But what can we do, Sasaka? First of all, our problem is that I can't get Saber magical energy, right? There is a way. Yesterday, it's the day before now, but I explained to you then. There's one more method other than share magic energy to give magic energy to Discern back then. Well, I didn't say anything because I didn't think it would end up like this. No. I recall the conversation yesterday. Discerning did say, well, a path should have been formed at Discerning, so there must be other measures. Something like that. I remember something about there being another way, since a path exists. The path goes in from Saber to Shiro. We're supposed to go the other way though. Wait, did I say something wrong? Maybe I misheard back then because I was shocked at making Saber attack people. So, okay, is there another way? Yes, there are 2 things that you can support. We'll have to take this rough measure in this situation. Look, Saber's lacking magic energy because the path between you 2 is imperfect. To heal her, we need to correct the path. That's the best we can do, but I don't know how. First of all, we have that problem with Saber. Since Saber was summoned, we wouldn't have been in this trouble if the line to supply with magic energy was established. No. No, no, no. It's simple. We just need to reconnect the spiritual path. That's the only way to repair the path without breaking the contract to resummoning her. No. I'm going to transport Shira's magical circuit to Saber. Transport my magical circuit into Saber. To renew the path between you two, we need to transplant spiritually both the organs. If a servant and master are bearing the Holy Grail's power, we need to create an equally strong connection to create a path. To do this, we need to transport the master's magical circuit to the servant, so we need to go that far to send Shira's power to Saber. Magical circuit. A mechanism Meiji needs so they can use art to activate mana. This is the core of Meiji, and without this, one cannot create magical energy, which is the source of magic. It is more important than their life as of a Meiji. You can core the meaning of their existence. I can give that magical circuit to someone else. It's too dangerous to transplant the servant's magical circuit to the master. They're ghost liners, and the heroic spirit had that. The circuits only bring severe rejection responses even when they're transplanted on dying people. There's only one option now is to transport your circuit into Saber. Okay, but that's the same as ripping the nerves out of your body. Then all the strain goes to the one the organs are being transplanted from. Ripping out nerves means the same thing as ripping out of your fingers and arms. Didn't he just get this? Hold on, Rin. This is too much for Shiro, but if we don't do it, we won't be able to survive. You should know that, Saber. I take it as a hit. As I gulp so they won't hear it, I have to get my priorities straight. I don't have time to hesitate if it's clear what needs to be done. Well, it's not what I thought was gonna happen, but okay. Totaka, will this work? I'll make it work, but making it work doesn't mean it'll be alright. I have no intention of failing, but Saber will take your magical circuit if it succeeds. The sense of loss and pain would be so great that you'd wish it failed. If your magical circuit is taken away, it means my second nerve, the magical circuit, will be taken out. This means removing the part of my nerve, damaging the spiritual body's integrity and creating a fatal defect as a mage's. The essential parts are written in the blueprint, but what happens if those parts are lost? You can never perfect something that is lacking. My hope of becoming he will disappear here. Once Emishio loses its foundation called the magical circuit, it'll stay incompetent no matter what. I nod to myself. You didn't have one to begin with. You just created one. I see. It's much better to be able to save Saber. Alright, let's do it, Osaka. That was quick. Oh no, I don't mind that you're quick to make decisions, but do you really know what this means? I do, you told me, right? There's no way you understand. Listen, it's like I'm telling you to die as a mage to save Saber, so how can you not without any objections? I don't have any objections. I'm agreeing because it's the best plan you came up with. You should be more confident in your own plan, Tosaka. It's making me uneasy seeing you in such a panic. And Saber can't fight Berserk unless we do this right. Oh, what is this gonna do for Saber exactly? Since you don't have any magic to even heal her. That's what I've been saying, right? And it's not like we have no sacrifices. We have to fight and win since he brought this time for us. He's back told me to go. I didn't like him, but he risked his life to save to protect Tosaka. Then I can't be chickening out here. Okay, let's start, Shiro. Okay. Okay, are you ready to Saber? We're going to transplant the magical circuit into you. Yes, if that is your decision. Her voice does not does not contain affirmation or denial. Indeed. But her eyes look as if they're in regret. Okay. Because Sasaka is about to prepare for the transplant, I don't know how to, in the first place, so I have to leave it to Sasaka. Well, we'll start with Saber. Shiro, can you keep your magical circuit on and stand by without getting too disturbed? Okay. I close my eyes and turn off over the artificial nerve in my body. I turn the circuit on and off without problem thanks to Tosaka, but the red flower entangles itself with the white flower. Saki gets on top of the table. We cannot move and casually Raisins move her fingers across then. Okay. Wait, Tosaka, what are you going to do to Saber? I'm trying to get her to relax. The success rate is going to drop unless Saber relaxes. Mercy, I'm sorry, continue on. Okay. Then let's, yeah, okay. Don't get surprised about every little thing. We just need to transfer the magical organs integral part body and mind. We have to make sure the max. Yeah, okay. Uh, I stop myself before I call him an idiot. With the jokes aside, that's something I'm not suited to do. I can't stay composed if I have to do such a thing. Sorry, I'll leave it to you. Indeed. Good, so oh, you just need to, he won't kill you. Okay. I can't tell if she's serious or joking. Anyway, it seems, yeah, it does seem that way. It's one of those kind of situations. Can you turn your back for me? Okay, tell me when you're done. Alright. There's a noise outside. I fold the shirt so I can see the stairs to my drawer. If I wanted to try and hide my nervousness. Oh, you're right, Saber. I guess I feel much more relaxed, but I have to calm down and try to suppress my fear while acknowledging how hard the transport of the magical circuit is and how much loss and pain the process involves. This is just a passing point. The thing I should be scared of is the fight against Berserk after this. Okay, Shiro. Okay. Okay. Cool. It's because of that weird tension with myself aside. Saber's acting strange too. Which was actually normal. Yeah, okay. This way, Shiro. Get on. Yeah, okay. Saber, I'll take it until you choose sympathize. Okay. I'll have you do it after that, but make sure not to take too much. The less you take, the less burden will be on Shiro. Understood. Please go ahead, Rin. The conversation does not come into my head. I have my hands full on unsteadying my breath. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. The spell starts. I should go use the sword to clear my mind so I can sympathize with Saber. Yeah, not synchronize, sympathize. Where I feel Saber's feelings. Small, Taurus root open. The only thing I can see is Saber's face. What happened to the other thing when you was casting a spell? It's already in meditation. I can't keep my eyes closed open forever. I close my eyes reluctantly. It's a light. Large, narrow port road closed in succession. My senses are becoming vague. The sense of floating that I feel every night when I connect to the magical circuit, the feeling of my mind escaping my body and being flung away. But it goes in the opposite direction this time. It usually goes out my back, but my mind is escaping out my chest right now. The five senses are functions of the body. My senses of hearing should go away since I am out of my body, but my ears are hearing Saber's breath sharper than before. Gentle breath is starting to become livelier. The sound of the rapid beating heart, the sound of blood flowing through the veins. I slip out of this shell called Emushio and slip into her body. Okay, your magical circuit did, but you didn't really, I guess. My mind sinks even deeper. I convert, swell, shrink, and become a strong crystal to enter her. With the beat, with warmth, breath, I touch her mind, not her body. Okay. Shiro, voice like a bell. I answer the voice. My mind completely breaks away from my body. Is that it then? Oh, what's this? This circle. My senses completely transform. I have no arms, legs, or self. I run naked. What's that mean? It feels like I'm running back in time. It rather feels like I'm being left behind. Does that mean you're just a floating torso? It accelerates. Body, personality, order, law. I become a dart and penetrate through numerous barriers between boundaries of individuals. Sparks fly from the circuit. The sensation of reaching the speed of light freezes me. Okay, what is this? It's as if passing by a human life in a second. The concentrated life is heavy and therefore cruel. No matter how the life is, it passes in an instant. Is that you? It's unbearable to stare at its direct on. Therefore, my emotion is um uns us and anthesized and freezes. I think that is him. This is what it's like to go on a journey with only my mind. I realized what an excellent insurance the way to call the body was. Visualization of foundation of magic, digitalization of humans. Several hundred organs are connected using 7 billion connections. The infinite complex pathways is a highway made of simple repetitions. The distant future that eventually is. It's like a vehicle going through an illuminated city without any life. Here the present time passes by at light speed. I wonder if I don't do this in the other routes because he's more competent. Maybe. Probably not. Probably not him being more competent. That is. Eternity in an instant. I pass through the final boundary that this is inside her. And you will see the magic circuit owned by the existence called, Austria. Yeah, I guess. I know they said they were trying to connect. Are you gonna do a flashback thing now? Is that what this is? Is that where this is going? The change is extreme. The fast forward with light is cut upon an instant. The dark is dark and heavy in here. Pressure compressed my outline. The air is too dense and it feels like as if I'm underwater. Body is slowly sinking, accompanied by pain as if squashed by a strong force. The path is deep and I can't see with the bottom. It feels like I'm falling through massive darkness into an even denser darkness. The fact that I instantly went past thousands of miles feels like a lie. Now I'm suffering for an eternity to go a mile. I feel no hope nor light ahead. Is this really Saber's magical circuit? It's quite different from mine. They say the shape of magical circuits and number of paths are different for each person, but this is different. It's not about scale or ability. It seems Saber's magical circuit is fundamentally different from that of a magus. The path rumbles. Each time my small self is almost crushed. I don't know what kind of magical circuit Saber has, but I know that the sympathizing spell is working. This isn't a failure. This place is dark and heavy, unlike Saber, but this isn't an impure place. It's so full of life. The flowing air is blood and also a swirl of magical energy. I realize that I've forgotten to breathe. It may be because there's no need to. The sinking is painful, but not life-threatening. I look up at the darkness I fell through, and it feels like a distance I can't go back. First of all, I can't see anywhere in this darkness. Even a slow fall seems infinite. Okay. The weight of the air changes. The speed of descendant decreases even more. I narrow my eyes at the brightness of the darkness. It's red. There's an end of the infinite path. I feel Saber's warmth and breath. That's the final destination. I reach the source of Saber's magical circuit, the mental world at ascent. But the scenery is beyond my understanding. The corner of the closed are the embodiment of fire that breathes deep underground is here. Cool, I guess. Ooh, what is this? The red surface of the lake is swirling, but stays silent without splashing around. Is this why you're having a fever and stuff? Huge shadows at the bottom of the lake. The eyes of fire perceive the small intruder. A foreign body is a still foreign body, even if there's a master allowed inside. In this core, my mind is only a piece of trash. The distribution function of a piece of wood to light the fire. I swallow my breath as I do not sneeze. I stare at the full scenery, this Saber's magical circuit, a heart that exceeds humans and is fundamentally different from ours, which is imagined from science and circuits. This place is a reactor core. If Magus' body is a machine with magical energy, space is a factory which creates magical energy, but the core is inactive. The starting key to make the core turn, the source of energy to provide the first turn is not there. There is such a great amount of magical energy and an enormous amount of magical core, but there isn't enough magical energy to activate the core. Are you gonna activate the core then? If I rises to the surface, the stored sea of gasoline, no matter how undiluted magical energy there is, it's meaningless without a fire to burn it. It doesn't matter how small the fire is, this core will resume activity once the path to send the magical energy is connected. For that, a thing transcending human knowledge awakens. What, that monster thing? The many paths running across the lake swirl up. The red atmosphere shoots up and becomes pillars. Or is this how it is inside the storm thundercloud? You're inside the lake? Well, it's awake now. Okay. The raging sound of the wave is so loud that I cannot see them with my hearing. Just like how something so big cannot be seen. Its roar is just like silence. The thing appearing from within the blazing core is an embodiment of all threats to mankind. It's a dragon. Because Sailor's a dragon, according to the thing. That's why she's weak to dragon slayers. We're not the embodiment of a dragon. As been said, the king is a red symbol symbolizing Britain, and the child of the sacred star carrying a phantasmal blood in a human body. Dragon, the symbol of fear and king of the numerous phantasmal beasts, appearing something as evil and something as a god, the highest of all beings. That is what is in Saber's unconsciousness. It is an absurd true name that is appropriate for the best servant. Are you gonna fight the dragon? The cauldron is opened. The too brutal fang fills my vision. Resistance is meaningless. A mere human cannot defend against it. A mere human's intelligence cannot think of running away. Ah, it must have been that hungry. With bloodshot eyes, it bites down on the food that is small and does and eradicates all words. Come think of it, why isn't food on the table alive? It doesn't even need to be said. It cannot bear if it's alive. We know that food is better fresh, but it's still dead because it's too cruel to keep you alive. In short, despite appearances, edible meat preserves the dignity of life. Scream and rage boils up. I forgot who I am and roar like a beast. I appeal my pain. Hatred builds up. I'm possessed with bare sensation. As I'm bitten on, I beg for mercy like a sinner being crucified. Ah, what is this? My senses vanish. I drop all goals and meaning. Keeping sanity here at a distance. As the time of creation. Am I becoming one with a dragon? Excessive, powerful pain and pleasure, and the instant I can only perceive this creature as a monster. Light. Oh, okay. I recall a figure hanging in her head, believing that I can withstand this hell. I recall the meaning of this pain. I exhilarate the significance of this anguish. I fully realize why I came to this place. I breathe out and stop resisting. The one I should fight against is not the dragon's fangs, but the pain within me. I didn't come here to get away from the pain. I'm here to disable from the pain, to answer the truth. The treasure you kept many times. Okay, thus, as I cannot fight, I'm here to give it the best answer I can give. What, your magic circuit? There's no pain I can describe anymore. I'm not reaching out to my destroyed senses. I stay quiet as if I'm asleep and sharp my senses. Is this the main intro music? Eternity is an instant here. If that is the case, I can stay conscious if I can withstand pain even for an instant. Alright then. I have no fear. I should dedicate this pain to you, the one who is fighting. Oh, the dragon. Oh, the thing's burning now. I guess it's on. Saber's activated. Pain disappears in an instant. The red dragon is gone and my consciousness rises. Did it grow light because I lost some of it? As if returning to the surface, I get away from the core against my will. Wait, I have to check something before that. Oh, how warm. The core is burning golden with a low sound. The delectable magical circuit is glowing with all the colors of the rainbow, restarting the circulation. The fire has been lit, even though I may be an amateur mage, I was able to fulfill my role as a master. Okay, I surrender my body to the roaring wind, the soaring wind. I haven't seen that image before. I catch a glimpse of a distant memory, a figure holding a sword and a figure dancing in the field. Which did I find familiar? the sword one. I've seen that multiple times. I feel the sun on my eyelids and open my eyes slowly. Well, I've seen it multiple times this particular day. I check my body with my dizzy mind. My limbs are still there. I don't feel any wounds on my body. Maybe the pain went away when I enjoyed it. A mental wound that could have been a trauma is healed as well. Ah, Shivo, your weak voice from under me. The feeling of empty makes me realize who. Yeah, it's what's her name? Saber. Yeah, that's their class, not their name. Saber's lying on the bed. Yeah, you were doing the circuit thingy. Magic circuit. Zako's alright, but Saber has been. Yeah. Good morning, Saber. Yes, good morning, Shiro. Good morning, I guess. An awkward greeting. Saber slowly gets up and fixes. Yeah, okay. So that's good. So the transplant of magical circuit succeeded, huh? Yeah, so. Uh, yeah, okay. It's day now, so. Okay. I look down at myself. Oh, I see, you're right, you're right. I quickly reach for my extremely folded up clothes. Saka folded up clothes, no, I'm the one who did it. Why did I fold it up this much? Who knows? Why do we just need skin to skin contact? I don't know. Oh, I vividly recall the ritual last night. I sympathize with Saber and transferred my magical circuit deep inside her. No. No. It looks like Saber's back to normal, but what about me? Tasaka said that my body and mind would not be able to handle losing the magical circuit, but there's no big damage, nor do I feel a sense of loss. I'm a bit scared about checking magical circuit. I dread looking at how much is missing, but the fight against the Berserker is waiting. I have to know the condition I'm in. Looks fine. Huh? Weird. The magical circuit is a bit dull, but I don't see any damage. It was bitten to pieces, but my magical circuit is still there. I guess there's nothing wrong with it for me to use the strengthening spell. I see. The magical circuit I rarely use probably were taken away. I only activated 1 to 4 circuits with strengthening. I can't use any large scale spells, so I've never fully activated all my circuits. It seems the magical circuit transplanted into stable with those circuits I've already used. Shiro, I can still stand this strengthening spell just fine, but my body's fatigue and dullness as if I'm in water is because my full ability has degraded. And in this place I feel I'm connected deep to something important. I can't clearly tell where, but there's a weak link between Saber and I. I retained something big and warm in place of my lost circuits. I'm sorry, Shiro. I hear Saber's apologetic voice from behind me. I've tried my best to take the minimum amount of magical circuits, but that minimal amount was too much to take from my person. If I left a scar on you, I cannot even think of how to apologize to you. This is a mistake on my part. If I am useless, you would not have. That's not true. You don't have to apologize. First of all this was caused because I couldn't supply you with magical energy. We're at Cell now. I can supply you with magical energy now. Yes, I can proudly say that I'm Saber's master. Okay, but Shiro, you don't have to worry about magical circuits. It's something I don't use anyway. I actually feel better now than when I had it. Saber doesn't look happy. I guess the jewel you ate just creates the path, but the circuits you have is something you're born with. Crap, I don't know what to say now. Saber's healed and I survived in spite of losing my magical circuit. Saber's magical circuit and the dream of light and wind about Saber's youthful days. On top of that, we spent, yeah. That ritual was supposed to survive. I have to calm down. Maybe I can make a mistake in the upcoming fight like this. Yeah, you probably will. Miss Tosaka. Seems Tosaka woke up. Good morning, Rin. Yo, good morning, Tosaka. Moves and she raises her head. Tosaka's not a morning person, she's like a different person right now. I think Tosaka is succeeded. It's my magical energy replenished, but Shiro is. He only uses strength thing anyway, so it doesn't matter. I only lost about 3/10 of it, so it's fine. I should be alright. 3/10. I minimized how much I took, but I still took 3/10. How greedy of me. Greedy, huh? I know you were hungry, but I wish you would have shown some manners. The awkward mood disappears as Tosaka joins in. We'll be back to normal. I see then, let's go. The soccer yawns once and stands up. Okay. The battle is near. The Berserker and Ilya Vasil are waiting on the other side of the silent forest. We'll lose many significant things we exchanged last night unless we break through that hurricane of death. The connection of what Saber created in my heart is protected. We have to defeat the strongest enemy. Is the day gonna change, or is it going to... No. 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 I'm gonna stop now. It's going for too long. No. No.